March is here and it's the perfect time to get your garden ready for spring. In this video, I'll share 45 must-plant crops that will help you grow a thriving garden. Whether you're a beginner or a seasoned gardener, these tips will work for you. If you're new here, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss out on gardening tips. Let's make this spring your best gardening season yet. I've been gardening for over 10 years and March is one of my favorite months. It's the time when everything starts coming back to life and you can finally get your hands dirty in the soil. Today, I'm going to break down 45 must-plant crops into 3 easy categories: veggies, flowers, and herbs. I'll also share some pro tips to help you get the best results no matter where you live. Whether you're in a cold zone or a warm one, these crops will work for you. Let's start with veggies. They're perfect for planting in March. Then, I'll move on to flowers that will add color and beauty to your garden. Finally, cover herbs that are not only easy to grow, but also great for cooking. By the end of this video, you'll have a clear plan for what to plant this month. If you're new to gardening, don't worry. I'll explain everything step by step, and you'll see how simple it can be to grow your food and flowers. And if you've been gardening for a while, I'll share some tips that might help you get even better results this year. So, grab a notebook and let's get started. Whether you have a big backyard or just a small balcony, you can grow something amazing this spring. Let's make this your best gardening season yet. Let's start with veggies. March is the perfect time to plant many vegetables that will give you a great harvest later in the year. Tomatoes, start these indoors now so they're ready to transplant after the last frost. Here's a pro tip: speed up germination by using seedling heat mats. Tomatoes thrive in warm soil, so place them in a sunny, sheltered spot. When the weather warms up, you can move them outside. Make sure to harden them off by gradually exposing them to outdoor conditions over a week. Choose varieties like Early Girl, cherry tomatoes for quick results. Peppers, these also need to be started indoors. Keep them warm and give them plenty of light. Since peppers take longer to grow, starting them early is essential. Once the weather is warm, transplant them into your garden. Pro tip: use a balanced fertilizer to encourage strong growth. Varieties like bell peppers and jalapenos are great choices. Lettuce. You can sow lettuce seeds directly in the garden for quick results. It grows quickly and loves cooler weather. If you plant a mix of varieties, you'll have fresh salads all spring. Plant a new batch every 2 weeks for a continuous harvest. Try varieties like romaine butterhead and leaf lettuces for a mix of textures and flavors. Carrots! These root veggies thrive when sown directly into the soil. Make sure the soil is loose and free of rocks. Carrots need consistent moisture, so water them regularly. Thin them out as they grow to give each carrot enough space. Mix sand into the soil to improve drainage and prevent misshapen roots. Varieties like Nantes and Danvers are reliable choices. Broccoli, start seeds indoors and transplant them outside once the weather warms up. It's a cool weather crop, so don't wait too long. Broccoli loves rich soil, so add compost before planting. Cover young plants with row covers to protect them from pests like cabbage worms. Harvest the main head first, and smaller side shoots will continue to grow. Spinach, a cool weather favorite that's easy to grow. Plant it directly in the garden and enjoy fresh leaves in just a few weeks. Spinach grows quickly, so you can harvest it multiple times. Pick the outer leaves first to let the inner ones keep growing. Varieties like Baby Leaf and Bloomsdale are great for home gardens. Peas. Sow these directly into the soil for quick growth. Peas love cool weather, so plant them early. Use a trellis or fence to support them as they grow. Soak the seeds overnight before planting to speed up germination. Varieties like sugar snaps and snow peas are delicious and easy to grow. Radishes. These are some of the fastest growing veggies you can plant. You can harvest them in as little as 3-4 weeks. Radishes are great for beginners because they're so easy to grow. Plant them in loose soil and keep them watered. Plant radishes between slower growing crops, like carrots, to maximize space. Varieties like Cherry Belle and French Breakfast are popular choices. Kale, this hardy green, can handle cooler temperatures. Plant it now for a steady supply of leaves. Kale is packed with nutrients, and you can harvest it all season long. Pick the outer leaves first to encourage new growth. Varieties like curly kale and lacinato, also called dinosaur kale, are great options. Cabbage, start seeds indoors and transplant them outside once they're established. It's a great crop for early spring. Cabbage needs plenty of space, so plant them about 12-18 inches apart. Keep the soil moist and add mulch to retain moisture. Use row covers to protect young plants from pests like cabbage moths. Varieties like green cabbage and cabbages are both delicious and nutritious. Beets, easy to grow root veggies that can be sown directly in the garden. Thin them out as they grow to give each beet enough space. Add compost to the soil to improve growth. Varieties like Detroit dark red and golden beets are great choices. Swiss chard, a colorful and nutritious green that grows well in cooler weather. Swiss chard is easy to grow and can be harvested multiple times. Cut the outer leaves first to let the inner ones keep growing. Varieties like bright lights add a pop of color to your garden. Onions are easy to grow and don't need much care. Keep the soil moist and weed-free for the best results. Plant onions near carrots to deter pests. Varieties like yellow onions and gherkins are great for cooking. Potatoes, plant seed potatoes in March for a bountiful summer harvest. Potatoes need well-drained soil and plenty of space. As they grow, mound soil around the stems to protect the tumors. Use straw or mulch to keep the soil cool and moist. Varieties like Yukon Gold and Russet are popular choices. Garlic, missed planting in the fall? You can still plant it in early spring. Garlic is easy to grow and doesn't need much attention. Plant the cloves pointy side up and cover them with soil. Harvest garlic when the lower leaves turn yellow. Varieties like softnecks and hardnecks are both great options. Use row covers to protect your plants from late frosts, and don't forget to water them regularly, especially if the weather is dry. Now that we've covered veggies, let's brighten up your garden with some beautiful flowers. Now, ready to add some color to your garden? Let's talk about flowers. Next up, let's talk about flowers. Adding flowers to your garden not only makes it look beautiful, but also attracts pollinators like bees and butterflies. 15 flowers you can plant in March, along with extra tips to help you grow them successfully. Marigolds. These bright flowers are easy to grow and help repel pests. Plant them around your veggies to keep bugs away. They love full sun and well-drained soil. Deadhead spent blooms to encourage more flowers. Varieties like French marigolds and African marigolds are great choices. French marigolds are smaller and bushier, while African marigolds grow taller and have larger blooms. Sunflowers, sow these directly in the soil after the last frost. They grow tall and add a cheerful touch to any garden while attracting birds and bees. For small spaces, try dwarf varieties like teddy bear. For a dramatic effect, go for giants like mammoth. Don't forget sunflowers also come in unique colors like red and chocolate, so have fun experimenting. Pansies, these cool weather beauties, come in a rainbow of colors and can handle light frosts. Plant them in pots or garden beds for a vibrant pop of color. Keep them blooming by watering regularly and removing faded flowers. Varieties like Delta and Matrix are reliable and stunning. Plus, pansies are tough. They can even survive light snow. Snapdragons, these colorful blooms are perfect for adding height to your garden beds. They come in a variety of colors and bloom all spring. Pinch back the tips of young plants to encourage bushier growth. Varieties like Rockets and Liberty are ideal for cutting and arranging. Bonus, snapdragons are deer-resistant, making them a great choice for rural gardens. Sweet peas, these fragrant beauties, are perfect for trellises or fences. They thrive in cool weather and will bloom all spring. Pro tip, soak the seeds overnight before planting to speed up germination. Varieties like Kupani and Spencer are famous for their strong fragrance. Plus, they make stunning cut flowers for bouquets. Calendula, also known as pot marigold, this flower is easy to grow and has medicinal uses. It adds vibrant color to your garden and attracts pollinators. Harvest the petals to use in teas or salves. Varieties like Orange King and Lemon Queen are both beautiful and practical. Bonus, calendula is edible and makes a lovely garnish for salad. Zinnias, these bright daisy-like flowers, are perfect for cutting and adding to bouquets. They thrive in full sun and bloom all summer. Plant them in groups for a bold, colorful display. Varieties like Bennery's Giant and Profusion are popular for their vibrant blooms. Plus, zinnias are drought-tolerant, making them ideal for hot climates. Cosmos, these delicate, colorful flowers attract pollinators and are incredibly easy to grow. They don't need much care, making them perfect for beginners. Plant them in poor soil to prevent excessive foliage growth. Varieties like Sensation, Bright Lights are great for wildflower gardens. Cosmos self-seed, so they'll return year after year. Nasturtiums, these edible flowers, are easy to grow and add a peppery kick to salads. They're perfect for containers or garden beds. Plant them near veggies to deter pests like aphids. Varieties like Jewel Mix and Alaska are colorful and versatile. Petunias, these vibrant flowers are perfect for containers or hanging baskets. They bloom all summer and come in a rainbow of colors. Deadhead regularly to keep them looking fresh. Varieties like Wave and Supertunia are famous for their long-lasting blooms. They're ideal for adding a splash of color to patios and balconies. Dahlias! Start these tubers indoors and transplant them outside after the last frost. Dahlias come in a stunning variety of shapes, sizes, and colors from soft pastels to bold reds and purples. They're perfect for cutting and adding to bouquets. Stake tall varieties to prevent them from toppling over. Varieties like Cafalate and Bishop's Children's are particularly stunning and unique. Lavender? This fragrant herb doubles as a beautiful flower that attracts bees and other pollinators. Lavender thrives in full sun and well-drained soil. Prune it lightly after flowering to maintain its shape and encourage bushier growth. Varieties like English lavender and French lavender are great for gardens, crafts, and even xeriscaping as they're drought-tolerant. Alyssum. These tiny, delicate flowers are perfect for borders, pathways, and ground cover. They're easy to grow and bloom all spring, adding a sweet fragrance to your garden. Plant them along pathways or in rock gardens for a charming touch. Varieties like Snow Crystals and Easter Bonnet are low maintenance and attract beneficial insects like hoverflies. Foxgloves. These tall, bell-shaped flowers add a dramatic touch to any garden. They thrive in shady spots and are a favorite of bees. Plant them in the back of flower beds to add height and structure. Varieties like Dalmatian and Camelot are stunning and easy to grow. Keep in mind that foxgloves are biennials, so they'll bloom in their second year. Columbines. These unique, colorful flowers are perfect for shady spots and attract hummingbirds. They're easy to grow and add a whimsical touch to woodland gardens. Let them self-seed to create a naturalized look in your garden. Varieties like Mackinac Giants and Songbird are charming and deer-resistant, making them ideal for woodland or cottage gardens. Deadhead your flowers regularly to encourage more blooms. And don't forget to water them, especially during dry spells. Finally, let's talk about herbs. Herbs are not only easy to grow, but also great for cooking and adding flavor to your meals. Here are 15 herbs you can plant in March, along with extra tips to help you grow them successfully. Basil. Start basil indoors and transplant it outside after the last frost. It thrives in warm weather and loves plenty of sun. Basil is perfect for adding to pasta, salads, and pesto. Try this. Pinch off the top leaves to encourage bushier growth. Varieties like Genovese and iBasil are great for different cuisines. Cilantro. This cool weather herb grows quickly and is perfect for salads and salsas. You can plant it directly in the garden or in a pot. Try this. Sow a new batch every 2 weeks for a continuous harvest. Varieties like Santo and Leisure are slow to bolt, making them ideal for home gardens. Parsley. This versatile herb can be grown indoors or outdoors. It's perfect for garnishing dishes and adding flavor to soups and stews. Soak the seeds overnight before planting to speed up germination. Varieties like Italian flatleaf and curly parsley are both delicious and easy to grow. Dill. This easy-to-grow herb adds a fresh flavor to fish and salads. You can plant it directly in the garden or in a pot. Try this. Plant dill near cabbage to repel pests like cabbage worms. Varieties like bouquet and fernleaf are great for both cooking and adding beauty to your garden. Mint. Plant mint in a container to prevent it from taking over your garden. It's perfect for teas and desserts. Mint loves moist soil and partial shade. Harvest the leaves regularly to keep the plant healthy. Varieties like peppermints and spearmints are popular for their refreshing flavor. Thyme. This hardy herb is perfect for soups and stews. It thrives in full sun and well-drained soil. Prune it lightly after flowering to maintain its shape. Varieties like English thyme and lemon thyme are great for cooking and even aromatherapy. Rosemary. This fragrant herb loves sunny spots and well-drained soil. It's perfect for adding to roasted meats and veggies. Use rosemary sprigs as skewers for grilling it, adds amazing flavor. Varieties like Tuscan Blue Knot are cold, hardy, and easy to grow. Oregano. This Mediterranean herb is a must for pizza, and it's easy to grow and loves full sun. Harvest the leaves before the plant flowers for the best flavor. Varieties like Greek oregano and Italian oregano are perfect for cooking. Chives. These onion-flavored herbs are easy to grow and perfect for baked potatoes and salads. Plant them in a sunny spot. Cut the leaves back to about 2 inches to encourage new growth. Varieties like common chives and garlic chives are both delicious and versatile. Sage. This herb is a must for stuffing and roasted meats. It thrives in full sun and well-drained soil. Prune it lightly after flowering to maintain its shape. Varieties like common sage and purple sage are perfect for both cooking and adding a touch of beauty to your garden. Lemon balm. This citrus-scented herb is fantastic for teas and desserts. It's easy to grow and loves partial shade. Harvest the leaves regularly to keep the plant healthy and encourage new growth. Varieties like lemon balm and variegated lemon balm add a refreshing citrusy flavor to your dishes. Coriander. Coriander, the seed of the cilantro plant, is perfect for adding depth to curries and stews. You can plant it directly in the garden or in a pot. Harvest the seeds when they turn brown, then dry them for later use. Varieties like Santo and Leisure are excellent for both their leaves, cilantro, and seeds. Coriander. Tarragon. This herb has a unique, slightly sweet flavor that's perfect for chicken dishes. It loves full sun and well-drained soil. Harvest the leaves before the plant flowers for the best flavor. Varieties like French tarragon and Russian tarragons are great for culinary use. Bay leaves. Bay leaves are a classic addition to soups and stews. To grow in a pot or directly in the garden. Prune the plant lightly to maintain its shape and encourage bushier growth. Varieties like Sweet Bay and California Bay are ideal for both cooking and ornamental use. Fennel. This herb has a distinct licorice-like flavor and is great for adding to salads and fish dishes. You can plant it directly in the garden or a pot. Harvest the bulbs when they're about the size of a tennis ball. Varieties like Florence fennel and bronze fennel are excellent for both culinary and ornamental purposes. Herbs don't need a lot of fertilizer, just plenty of sunlight and regular watering. With these tips, you'll have a thriving herb garden in no time. We've covered 45 must-plant crops for March, including veggies, flowers, and herbs. I hope these tips have inspired you to roll up your sleeves and get started on your spring garden. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel for more gardening tips and tricks. I'd love to hear from you. Let me know in the comments which crops you're most excited to plant this month. Thanks for watching and happy gardening.